Good day, students. I'm teacher Johaima, your mentor in Mathematics 9. Before we go to our lesson, let us have a warm-up first. Let us simplify the following. So what is the simplest form of 4 over 8? If your answer is 1/2, you're correct. Let us have another one. 8 over 12. So what is the simplest form of 8 over 12? If your answer is 2/3, good job. Another 4 over 16. So what is the simplest form of 4 over 16? If your answer is 1/4, excellent. What about this one? Can we solve the value of x? Yes, we can. So if you want to solve the value of x, let us move to our topic for today. Ratios and proportions. So as we go on our topic for today, you will learn the following. For ratios, what is a ratio? How to use ratios? How to simplify? For proportions, what is a proportion? What are the properties of proportions to use? How to use proportions? And the last one, we have the mysterious problems. So let us start by defining what is a ratio. A ratio is comparison of two numbers or quantities. In a classroom, the comparison of boys to girls is an example of ratio. Ratios can be written in three different ways. The first one is the praise form, like this one, A to B. The second one is the colon form. But if we will read this one, it is also A is to B. And the last one is the fraction form, A over B. Because a ratio is a fraction, B cannot be equal to 0. And ratios must be expressed in simplest form, like what we did in our warm-up. Now, let us have an example on how to use ratio. The ratio of boys and girls in the class is 12 to 11. This means for every 12 boys, you can find 11 girls to match. There could be just 12 boys, 11 girls. There could be 24 boys, 22 girls. There could be 120 boys, 110 girls. The second one is the ratio of length and width of this rectangle is 4:1. So the length is 4 cm and the width is 1 cm. That's why the ratio is 4:1. What is the ratio if the rectangle is 8 cm long and 2 cm wide? Still 4:1, because for every 4 cm, you can find 1 cm to match. The third one, the ratio of cats and dogs at my home is 2:1. What if I have 4 dogs? How many cats do I have? Good job! It is 8. What if I have 100 dogs? How many cats do I have? That's Rumble. Just kidding aside. So I will have 200 cats. Very good. Let us proceed on how to simplify ratios. The ratios we saw on last slide were all simplified. How was it done? Ratios can be expressed in fraction form. So A over B. This allows us to do math on them. The ratio of boys and girls in the class is 12:1. The ratio of the rectangle is 4:1. The ratio of cats and dogs in my house is 2:1. Now, I tell you, I have 12 cats and 6 dogs. Can you simplify the ratio of cats and dogs to 2:1? So 12 over 6. As we all know, we can write the ratio in fraction form. So 12 over 6. So we need to reduce this one to its simplest form. So how can we reduce this one? Yes, we will find the GCF, or the greatest common factor. So what is the greatest common factor of 12 and 6? Good job! It is 6. So 12 over 6. So divide both numerator and denominator by their greatest common factor 6. So we will have 2 over 1 because 12 divided by 6 is 2 and 6 divided by 6 is 1. Good job! Another example. A person's arm is 80 centimeters. He is 2 meters tall. Find the ratio of the length of his arm to his total height. To compare them, we need to convert both numbers into the same unit, either centimeter or meter. Let us try centimeters first. Arm over height is equal to 80 centimeter over 2 meters is equal to 80 centimeters over 200 centimeters. Why 200 centimeters? Because in every 1 meter, we have 100 centimeters. So 2 times 100, it is 200 centimeters. Once we have the same units, we can simplify them. So 80 over 200, so we need to find their GCF, or the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor of 80 and 200 is correct. It is 40. So 80 divided by 40 and 200 divided by 40, we will have 2 over 5. Very good. Let us try meters now. Arm over height is equal to 80 centimeters over 2 meters. So we need to convert 80 centimeters into meter. So we need to divide 80 by 100. Why 100? Because in every 100 centimeter, we have 1 meter. So 80 divided by 100, we have 0.8 meter over 2 meters. Once we have the same units, they must simplify into 1 or in a integer. So to convert them into integer, we multiplied both numerator and denominator by 10. So the result is 8 over 20. The next thing we do is simplify 8 over 20. So we need to find the GCF. What is the GCF of 8 over 20? Yes, it is 4. So 8 divided by 4 and 20 divided by 4, the result is 2 over 5. So they have the same result. It's your turn now. So we need to simplify the following ratios. So the number 1 is 8 over 24. So what is the simplified form or simplest form of 8 over 24? Yes, it is 1/3. Very good. What about 40 over 200? Good job! It is 1 over 5. Next, 27 over 9. Very good! It is 3 over 1. What about 12 over 50? Yes, it is 6 over 25. And the last one, 27 over 18. Very good. It is 3 over 2. Good job, students. Let us proceed now to proportions. So what is a proportion? A proportion is an equation that equates two ratios. So this symbolized as A over B is equal to C over D. The ratio of dogs and cats was 3 over 2. The ratio of dogs and cats now is 6 over 4 is equal to 3 over 2. So we have a proportion. 3 over 2 is equal to 6 over 4. So how can we say that 3 over 2 is equal to 6 over 4? So we will use properties of a proportion. 3 over 2 is equal to 6 over 4. So we need to find 3 times 4. So it is equal to 12. 2 times 6 is equal to 12 also. So 3 times 4 is equal to 2 times 6. So they are equal. So this property is the cross product property. What if our proportion is written in the column form? A is to B is equal to C is to D. How can we prove that it is a proportion? First, we need to find the product of the means, which is P and C, and the product of the extremes, which is A and D. If the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes, then it is a proportion. So cross product property also. Let us have an example. 7 over 2 is equal to x over 6. Solve for x. So how can we find the value of x? So we need to use the cross product property. So 7 times 6 and 2 times x. So we need to simplify 7 times 6. So 7 times 6 is, yes, it is 42. So it's equal to 2x. Next, what do we do to get rid of 2 beside x? Yes, we need to divide both sides by 2. So 2x divided by 2 is x. 42 divided by 2 is 21. Very good. Another example. 7 over 2 is equal to 12 over x. So solve for x. So by cross product property, we have 7x is equal to 2 times 12. So we need to simplify 2 times 12. So what is the value? Yes, it is 24. So 7x is equal to 24. Next, we need to divide both sides by, very good, 7. So by dividing both sides by 7, we have x is equal to 24 over 7. Can you solve this one? 7 over x minus 1 is equal to 3 over x. Solve for the value of x. I will give you 20 seconds to solve for this one. Your time starts now. Time is up. Let us check your work. So by cross product property, we we need to multiply 7 and x, and then quantity x minus 1 and 3. So, simplify quantity x minus 1 times 3. We have 3x minus 3. Why 3x minus 3? So, 3 times x is 3x, while negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Next, we need to transpose 3x on the other side. So, 3x will become negative 3x. So, 7x minus 3x is equal to, and then rewrite negative 3. So, 7x minus 3x is equal to, yes, 4x is equal to negative 3. Next, divide both sides by 4. So, the value of x is negative 3/4. Good job! Now that you know enough about properties, let's solve the mysterious problem. If your car gets 30 miles per gallon, how many gallons of gas do you need to commute to school every day? So this is your house and then the school. So 5 miles to school and then 5 miles going home. Let x be the number of gallons we need for a day. So 30 miles over 1 gallon is equal to 5 plus 5 miles is equal to x gallon. So 30 over 1 is equal to 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 over x. Can you solve it from here? Okay, so what is the value of x? Yes, very good. The value of x is 1/3 gallon. So you use up 1/3 gallon a day. How many gallons will you use for a week? Let T be the number of gallons we need for a week. So in 1 week, we have 5 days in going to school. So 1/3 gallon over 1 day is equal to T gallon over 5 days. Okay, so 1/3 over 1 is equal to T over 5. So we need to simplify 1/3 over 1. So we will get 1 over 3. So is equal to, rewrite T over 5. Next, by cross product property, so 1 times 5 and then 3 times T. Next, so 1 times 5 is 5 and then rewrite 3T and then divide both sides by 3. So we will get T is equal to 5 over 3. Now, let us solve how much you cost for a week. So you use up 5/3 gallons a week, which is about 1.67 gallons if you convert it into decimal. Consider if the price of gas is 145 pesos per gallon, how much would it cost for a week? So let S be the sum of costs for a week. So 145 pesos over 1 gallon is equal to S pesos over 1.67 gallons. So 145 over 1 is equal to S over 1.67. So by cross multiplication, we have 145 times 1.67 is equal to 1S. So you will cost 242 pesos and 15 cents in a week. So what do you think? If we divide the total cost for 5 days, you pay about 48 pesos and 43 cents just to get to school per day. What about weekends? If you travel twice as much as weekend, say drive 10 miles to the mall, and 10 miles back. How many gallons do you need now? How much would it cost totally? How much would it cost for a month? I will wait for your answer. Just think proportionally. It's all about proportions. As an additional to your activities, answer enrichment and assessment in your module. I will wait for your answer. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy and learn a lot from this lesson. Good luck and have a nice day. Bye!